Hey, Rich,
Hey, Michael.
and welcome everybody to BitPunch Radio episode 040. On tonight's episode, we've got lots of video games to talk about. Been playing, oh geez, Nobody Saves the World, Stardew Valley, Arceus, Elder Scrolls Online, issues with Game Pass.
Is,
We've
is
got
Arceus the right pronunciation there?
I
Is it
think
Arceus?
so. I think it's Arceus. I don't think they say it. I I don't really know. I'm just hoping that's the case.
Is Arceus a Pokemon?
I think so. I think it's like a legendary Pokemon
Hmm.
uh
The
that
Lugia.
you're looking for. What's your favorite legendary?
Lugia.
Um where I've been watching Peacemaker, Full House, I went and seen a movie. You've got some God of War, Shadow of the Gods, some Boba. We've got some video game news. A lot of stuff's happened. We've got the video game release schedule. We got a lot to cover. But Rich, before we get into that, we're going to play a little game of Smash or Pass. Okay? So I have, I believe, a list of 24 candy bars here. And in an effort for our audience to get to know us a little better, I want to go through this list. I typed in top candy in America, and this is the list. We're going to start at the bottom, okay? I think it's number 24. Here we go. Hershey's Kisses.
Pass.
Hot tamales.
Pass.
What about a Hershey's Kiss that is like the what do they call them when it's like the white and dark kind of like swirls into it? No, you're a pass.
It's too bland.
I think I'm a pass on both of those. Crunch.
I haven't had a crunch in probably 15 years, 20 years.
Really?
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pass.
Are you not like dipping into the kids' Halloween candy like I
Oh no,
do?
I do. I
You just don't
do.
fuck with a
I
crunch?
don't. eh, That would be the only time I would interact with a crunch.
I'd smash a crunch.
Okay.
Crunch bar is pretty good. Nerds.
Oh, smash.
Yep.
Dude, just a
Okay.
whole box. One go.
Yeah.
There's no other way to do that.
Do you do the I'll eat all one side and then open up the other flavor other side, or you just dump it all
Just
together?
all
Just
down the gullet,
whatever.
man.
All right.
Everything. Yep.
100 grand bar.
Pass.
Smash.
Communist.
Tootsie Pops.
That's the ones with the Tootsie Roll in them?
Yeah, I don't like Tootsie Rolls.
Smash. Smash.
No, thanks. Jolly Rancher.
No. Pass.
I'm a smash. Twizzlers.
Pass.
Yeah, same here. Payday.
Pass.
It's been a while since I've had a Payday. I would probably fuck with a Payday. What about just a plain ass Hershey bar?
I'd smash that.
Yeah. Same here, probably. If it was like a last resort. What about a Baby Ruth?
No. Pass.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest. I mean, it's fine, but
No.
candy corn.
Yeah. Give me some candy corn. Smashing it. Yep.
I've heard if you mix them with peanuts, it tastes really fucking good.
No.
No,
I'm not a peanuts guy.
I'm not a candy corn guy. What about Sour Patch Kids?
Oh, dude. Smash.
Really?
Dude, a whole bag. Dude,
No, I'll pass.
anything sour. Anything with like that little sugary sour stuff that they use to make it sour, dude, all day.
Really? So you
The
like
trolleys.
you like pixie sticks and stuff like that?
No, but like the trolleys gummy worms and like the
Oh,
you
sure,
get like
sure.
the Haribo gummy bears with like that shit on it, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
stuff
do like the
that stuff's
Haribo gummy
golden.
bears. Got a handful more here. Almond Joy.
Gross. Pass.
Yep, same here. Milky Way.
Smash.
Yep, smash here. Skittles.
Depends on the flavor. Smash.
Okay,
Yeah.
mine is just plain. How about just plain ass Skittles?
Plain ass Skittles, yeah.
So I've told this story on the podcast before, but that used to be a Friday night thing where I would rent a video game and get a bag of Skittles, and then that made my night. A
Yeah.
fucking soda pop that I
Yep.
was set till like 1 or 2 in the morning. Butterfinger.
Smash.
Same. Twix.
Smash.
Smash. Yeah. M&M's.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll pass on M&M's.
Like all flavors. The peanut ones.
The peanut ones are fucking awesome.
The caramel ones. Oh man.
But just plain M&M's.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good.
Eh. What about a Kit Kat?
Yep. Smash.
Yep. Snickers?
No, pass.
Oh.
No Snickers.
Number 1, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Yep. Gotta be in the freezer though.
What? No.
You gotta put your No. You gotta put your Reese's cups in the freezer.
I mean, it's fine, but I would rather just room temp give it to me.
There's no other place for them
And I want the Christmas tree or the pumpkin or the Easter egg. I want just like I want a ridiculous amount of peanut butter.
Underrated Reese variant, the fast break.
Oh, those are good. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of those.
That might be my favorite like candy bar.
The Take 5 Reese's, that one's really good too.
I'm bummed Dum Dums are not on there. How's a Dum Dum not on there?
Just like the little bitty suckers?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not one of the top 24, I guess, which is a weird number to cut that off on.
They make those in my hometown.
I don't know how fucking a hot tamale showed up there and not a Dum Dum.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. All right. What's going on with you?
Digging out of the blizzard is what's up with me.
How much snow did you get?
We got about 16 inches total.
Is it still really bad there?
No. It's starting to melt. Today it got above freezing and it's starting to melt.
Oh, wow.
But digging out of that was fun because I didn't get to do a pre-shovel. I didn't get out there and shovel the driveway and the sidewalk kind of after this, the first round hit and it was about 8 inches. And the second round hit and dumped the rest of it. And I didn't get out there after that first round. So I got to shovel like 16 inches of snow off my driveway.
Especially like, 20 minutes before you have to be at work or something?
Well, no, I did it. We ended up working from home because we have all the schools were canceled. So like my daycare was closed. So yeah, a lot of our office ended up working from home. So I just went out like on my lunch and just shoveled the shit out of the driveway. So that was great.
My wife and I fought over that responsibility a little bit. The Apple Watch kind of motivates you, and she was just like, "Nope, I want that. I want to close my rings. I'll do it." Like, thank you so much, babe. Appreciate it.
Do you have to like set it like you're doing an exercise, or does it pick it up? Mine never picks it up.
It does if you get your heart rate elevated, or if I'm on a walk, say if I'm walking around the neighborhood, it'll ask and be like, "Hey, are you on a walk?" And then it'll start logging it. And the cool thing is it like if I then say like, "Yes, sorry, I'm on a walk," it's been tracking me, so then it'll be like, "Okay, you're 3 minutes into your walk now." So but I'm pretty good about like go ahead and starting it. I want it tracking me, and like I've got kettlebells and like adjustable dumbbells next to me, so like before or after work I'll work out a little bit and I'll just track it on here. But I don't know if it would be smart enough, because like lifting weights, your heart rate gets elevated, but not to a point to where it's like a constant, so
right.
But yeah, still kind of digging the Apple Watch.
Those rings never motivate me.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Like it pops up, when it does during the day, and it's just like
Hey, you should probably stand. And you're just like, fuck you, technology.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah,
I'm okay.
Yeah. Maybe if it talked to me in Kratos' voice, I'd be a little more apt to listen.
How is your God of War coming?
Oh man, it's slowing down. I am 14, 15 hours in. I think that's a 20-hour game on how long to beat, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of in the act 3, kind of maybe the beginning of like the third act of that game. I'm
Yeah.
kind of getting like into that 70% range, maybe 75%, getting into that back quarter of it. Um, I'm just losing some steam, man. It's starting to lose me a little bit, and it's I am generally somebody with a more open. I don't know if I'd call that game open world, but there's definitely a lot of areas to explore.
Yeah.
Um, and like the kid, like Arceus, will like when you get on the boat, he's like, "Oh, we need to go to that temple again, but we could do whatever we want. We're gods
Right.
and shit, and we
Yeah.
can. You want to go just fuck around for a little bit?" And it's just like, "No, man, I want to go. Like, I want to get this over with. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to go over there and do the thing. I just want to go." And that's usually not the way I play those games. Usually, I want to go and do all the things and check off all the boxes and
Hmm.
make all the map icons go away and turn like slightly lighter gray or whatever, or put an X on them. And in this game, I just don't care about it, and I don't know why. Um, I just
I think I got
am
to a point in that game kind of where you are, where there's some like legendary bosses, but to grind to be able to like defeat them, it was going to be like another 10 hours of just playing games and collecting things and just grinding through Kratos's like his skill tree and stuff, and I was just like I'm good. I don't need that. Um I think there
yeah
towards
the
the end I did kind of just push through it.
yeah
Um but yeah.
yeah the skill tree I don't really like either. Um, I mean, spoilers for a 3-year-old game. You start with like this axe, and then you end up getting the Blades of Chaos, and then that unlocks like a whole nother skill tree, um, and gives you like a whole different move set. And like the game is kind of like trying to make you like flip between those two weapons for different
Yeah.
enemy types. And there it's starting to lose me a little bit. Like it's kind of getting overly complicated. Like both those weapons are fun to use,
Mhm.
but like having to like switch back and forth and like manage the kid and like do all these different. I don't know. It's starting to lose like the. It is nice that some of the combos are the same, like between because it does have
Mm.
this kind of combo style combat for sure. And some of them kind of translate back and forth, but it's like there's so many upgrades, and it's like, well, if you do this and you dodge left, and then you press this button with the
Right.
Blades of Chaos, you'll do this, but then with the axe, you'll do this, and so like I'll half be expecting to do something, and then I realize, oh, I don't have those equipped. I'm gonna do this other thing, you know. Yeah, there's not a lot of enemy variety either. I
Mhm.
don't feel like, it's basically either like those blue humans, the big trolls with the big pillars. Um, there is a few more like new enemies, but
The harpies, those things are pretty annoying.
yeah, and then you do a boss battle every now and again, and those are just kind of well, let's sit back and figure out what the pattern is, and
Yep.
then and those are fun. They're God of War battles. They're cool.
Mhm.
It's just losing me a little bit, and I'm getting to the point where I'm scared I might not finish it.
Mm.
Yeah, I kind of like I don't want to go back and play it right now.
Oh wow, okay.
Like I do because I want to see the end of it, but I have this sneaking suspicion that it's about to just be a gauntlet of like just straight combat from here to the end, and I don't. That's just not appealing
Right.
to me at the moment.
I'm learning that
Um,
about you a little bit.
why?
Because of our RE8 playthrough.
Yeah, well, I mean, some games, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess
There's a balance.
there's got to be a balance. Like, there's especially with like God of War, that is a combat game. Like, you're playing that game to play the combat. Um, but like that version of Kratos is not the version of Kratos from those previous games. Like crowd control is an issue. Like doing all those things, it's fun and like using. The first thing I did was update or upgrade Arceus all the way.
Mhm.
And so like he's just blowing shit up and just going bananas and jumping on dudes' backs, and that's all fun and good. But I think that my issue with the combat is just it's just repetitive, and it's just not. engaging me in any other way. Like The Witcher is obviously a combat game, but that game, in my opinion, that game's combat is way better because
Mm.
there's a lot more variety that you can do. And while there's not a ton of enemy variety, um, it is challenging in maybe a soulsy kind of way. I don't know. It's just starting to lose me a little bit. I want to finish it. I want to see the end of the story and kind of see where it goes, even though I have a pretty good idea of kind of what I think is going to happen. Um, but we'll see. Hopefully I can finish it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's next for you?
I don't know. I wanted to finish God of War before Elden Ring comes out. I think I still have a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Dying Light 2 seems to be is kind of the hot thing now, but it seems
Yeah.
to be very kind of maybe a little bit of a divisive game. Some people really like it, some people don't.
I
It
think
seems to
Polygon has an article out that just says this is the perfect example of a 7 out of 10 game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, watching obviously that game is really pushing the graphics and pushing the tech. Digital Foundry, I talk about them every time we do this podcast. They did a really great breakdown of that game. That game has really good ray tracing in it. But a 3090 with a i9 Intel 10K cannot run that game at 60 frames per second at 4K, which
That's
is
wild.
something.
I gotta fix my. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I mean, that's and I am a little bit of a frame rate like
Sure. Yeah.
person, I guess. Like I would much rather play a game at 60 than 30, and like that'll bother me.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to play with ray tracing on, and I have a 3060 Ti. Now, I'm not playing at 4K, playing at 1440p.
Right.
But yeah, that game is, to run that game at those settings, I wouldn't be able to stream it, I don't think. So I'm kind of waiting to see kind of what optimizations they can make to maybe make that thing run a little better. So as far as what's next, I'm not sure.
Elden
I think I'll
Ring.
wait and see. I think I'll wait and see on Elden Ring. See, kind of watch some videos of that and see what that looks like. I don't know. We'll see. There's gonna be a little bit of a lull after these games that come out, so maybe I'll play something different or weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like other big game. I've heard people say that Dying Light 2 might be something they play over the summer.
Yeah.
The summer is going to be probably, a little barren.
That game has co-op too. That would be fun. Seems
Oh, it
like
does?
that'd be a good
Okay.
game. Yeah, the first game had co-op. This game has co-op.
Oh.
That might be a fun thing to kind of play through.
The full thing can be played in co-op?
So. I think so. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have to check that out then. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the first game had it, and I'm almost positive this game has it. Yeah.
I have no experience at all with the first Dying Light. Did you play it?
No.
Mm.
I know it was kind of like a little cult hit. Like people really, really liked it. It did some cool stuff.
That's Techland?
Yes.
What are they famous for?
The Dead Island games, and there's also a really good cowboy game that they made that I don't remember the name
Call
of.
of Juarez?
Yes, Call of Juarez, and there's Call of Juarez 2.
I played. Mine didn't have mine was like Gunslinger. The one I played.
Also, you played Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Yeah.
Yes, that was great. It was like
Cartel.
I don't think I played that one.
What else do we have here?
That was like a 8 to 10 hour.
Bound in Blood is the one I played. It was like two brothers. That one was actually really good. Yeah.
I played one and I remember really liking it. I think it was one of the newer ones. Newer as in these are what 360 games. So
right. Yep. It'd been 360. Yeah. Yep. Man. Yeah, they've been around a long time.
Yeah. We've got a little history with them.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what I'll play next. We'll see. We'll see how Elden Ring launches, see what I'm gonna kind of wait and see on that before I kind of pull the trigger because I've never played one of those games before, and I think if I do play that game, I want to stream it. I feel like that would be a fun streaming
Oh,
game
okay.
in the way that like Resident Evil is fun. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Speaking of Resident Evil, I am really fucking digging it. And I was not expecting that. From the start of the game,
Yeah.
I really didn't even care about the Dimitrescu part. Like, I think it was fine.
Yeah, that part was the weakest part thus far, I think.
It was fine.
For sure. Yeah.
And it's crazy that one was the one that got, like, the most buzz, you know? And I know it was probably somewhat of a provocative thing or whatever, but...
Well, that's what they showed the most of because it was the beginning of the game, essentially.
Sure.
Yeah.
But, man, the whole, like... These the other bosses that you're chasing, like, they are more interesting to me.
Oh, for sure. Big time.
We are close. I believe we may have 1 or 2 episodes left to finish that. But man, I've been having a really good time watching that. It's been fun and funny, and I need to go back and clip that because the one that we did not Sunday night, but Tuesday night, it was, man, just so much chaos happening and jump scares, and it was just really good times.
Yeah, we entered the combat focused portion of that game.
Yes,
for sure, and that's what you were referring to earlier because that entire episode is like I don't want to do this anymore.
Right? Yeah,
because that game's combat is not bad.
Doesn't seem great though either.
It's not great either. Yeah, I mean it's serviceable for what it is. And the enemies that we had to fight are very annoying because they like duck dodge, you know, and do the whole bit, you know, everywhere. And at this point, they take a ton of bullets for whatever reason. It's just
it's easily
even though I'm like stacked, you know, and I have all this stuff. Like it got to the point to where I was running out of ammo, having to run around and like loot them for stuff to craft more ammo, which I know was like the intended loop of what they wanted you to do to make it, you know, stressful, and
they wanted you to feel
scary.
Anxious during this moment. So
right? Yeah, it did, and it worked.
Right,
but I think it went like one wave too long.
Yeah,
of those lichens, you know.
I think it was when you did the like zip line, and then you went back up, and then you turned around and seen just another wave of them coming. You're just like, what the fuck?
That was just demoralizing. Yeah.
So, but no, it's been
fought quite a few bosses.
Yes, we did.
Like an extra boss that we snuck up on, and
that was a cool little moment, you know. That was kind of set off to the side. Got a little piece for your weapon. Or did you get a piece for your weapon, or did you just get something to sell to our boy Duke?
I think I got something to sell. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It was like a little statue or. Yeah. That game is a lot of fun. I think if I would have played that last year, that probably maybe would have made like a top 5.
Yeah.
I think I'm even though I'm not playing it, I think it would probably phase out Forgotten City for me, like from my like top 3 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely getting better as it's going. This factory we're in right now is a little annoying.
Sure.
I think it's kind of the first time we've kind of been lost and kind of a little bit unsure of what to do. So I think we're close to getting out of that thing. I don't know. We will see. But yeah.
Yeah, I no idea where they're gonna go with this or how they even conclude it. I mean, it's so bizarre the situation you're in right now. No idea. I'm just excited to finish it.
I was talking to a friend at work that had beat it and was telling him about like the factory, and he's like, "Yeah, that part's rough." He's like, "It sounds like you still got a little more to go."
Oh, okay.
Still got some more driller men to kill. So I was asking about the double driller guys that we didn't think we could kill, and he's like, "No, you can kill them. It just takes."
They didn't have a thing.
Ton of bullets. I guess it shows up on their back. eventually.
Oh,
And then I was
gotcha.
telling him about like the shooting the lights out and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, dude, the ones on the doors you can just knife. Like you don't have to shoot them." And I
Really?
was like, "Oh my god, I'm such an idiot, shooting all those fucking things." It's like,
Do you,
no, man, light them,
did you
knife
tell him
them,
you were
finger
using like your
'em.
Magnum?
Oh yeah, I was using like a shotgun and everything because I was just trying to run away from that dude. Yeah, yeah.
I
So
know. I felt bad for you when you were getting chased and you're using a shotgun to like blast that door open. I'm like,
yeah,
ah.
there was a boss with a freaking motor on his head. We ran to at the end of that episode. Like I don't get. I mean, definitely fighting that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't know where this is gonna go, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's going places. It's setting something up. So, oh boy, that's all the games that I've played. Haven't had a ton of time to play games outside of that this last week with work and everything else going on. Um, I am still reading Shadow of the Gods,
Mm.
the John Gwynne first book of the Bloodsworn trilogy. I think it came out last year, maybe 2020. I can't remember now.
Oh, okay. Is the
That's a
is it done? And like, is he done
it's
with
the
it?
first no, it's the first book. I think the second book comes out this year.
Mm.
Um, so he's obviously working ahead a little bit on that
Sure.
trilogy, but I'm really enjoying it. It's got this, like I talked about last episode, it's got this kind of like Viking um kind of Norse thing going on.
Mm.
Um, I think what sets that book apart is the both the character building and the combat. The way he describes the combat and like the fight scenes is very good.
Mm.
Like I think maybe some of the best that I've ever read. Even better than like The Witcher or some of the other fantasy series that I've read. I mean, it's really really good. Um, I'm really enjoying that book. I want to get through that book. I'm about a little over halfway through it. Um, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I'm looking forward to. It's exciting to be into a new series and a new
Mm-hmm.
author and and like I've said before, like it's hard for me to get into a new book and like a new universe, especially with a new author. And I've kind of made it over that hump with this book where I'm like, I'm in it now. Like I'm
Right.
ready to just start digesting the hell out of it. So
Yeah, I did the same thing with this series called I don't know what the series is called, but the first book is called Rage of Dragons.
mm,
I seen it. I went there's a like a used bookstore when I used to work at the law firm that I would go to from time to time, and I seen it, and it was like a bestseller. It was like right there in the front. And for some reason, I got on my Kindle, and it was like an ad on my Kindle, and it's like, "Hey, this is on sale for $3." So I bought it. It was the guy's first book, and it was really great. Um, and I remember the way he described combat was really fun to read. I think, not to bring up Sanderson, but I think Sanderson can get a little too descriptive.
mm,
And maybe he kind of drags them out a little bit. Uh, and I just felt like that. I think his name's Evan Winters. I'm gonna actually look that up. The Rage.
Ethan Winters.
Evan? Is that it?
Ethan Winters.
Ethan? No, Evan Winter. There, right there.
Evan Winter. Okay.
Yeah, The Rage of
I was
Dragons.
making a Resident Evil joke.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, shit. Wow, that took me way too long. Oh, look at this. The who viewed this item. Boom. Right there's that book you're reading.
Oh, there it is.
Cool.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty good book. I would recommend that. Um, what else? What else is going on with you?
Oh man. Have you watched any of the Book of Boba Fett?
Nope.
Oh man. Man, I haven't. So the new episode, we're recording this on a Wednesday.
Dropped
The
today,
last
right?
the last episode came out today.
Oh, how
Episode
many are they
7.
doing? Oh, seven.
7.
Okay, okay.
7. Um,
Mm.
the last episode ended on a pretty big reveal, I'll say. Um, this has been a pretty weird series, honestly. I like it more than The Mandalorian, I think.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, and I'm not very high on The Mandalorian,
Sure.
but but I I don't know. I like Boba and Fennec Fand a little, or Fennec Shand, not Fennec Fand,
Who?
Fennec Shand.
Okay.
The Ming Na Wen.
Nope.
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 The character that Mandalorian kills on Tatooine, the bounty hunter that comes after him, and then she ends up with Boba.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Or
All right.
his sidekick. Yeah, that's
Yes.
Ming Na Wen or Ming-Hua.
She.
Um,
Okay.
her
Yeah.
name is Fennec Shand in the series.
Oh, okay.
The actor is Ming Na Wen, I think is
How
the.
far did you make it in the Clone Wars?
Oh boy, I am. Let me see here. I can
5?
tell you.
Because
Because I am quite a ways into that.
now they, you know, if you look at blogs, people are going nuts with the, and rightfully so. You know, big fans of this are just so happy the way that all this is turning out. They're seeing these characters that they've only seen cartoon versions of, or like maybe the last time they seen them was a cartoon version, show up in this. Um, so there's screenshots of this character that people are going nuts over, and I have no idea who it is. So,
Oh no.
uh, yeah. So it's like I was watching an episode of Full House, and a character from Happy Days showed up, and the crowd went nuts. And that was lost on my kids, and it was lost on me because I really didn't watch Happy
What?
Days.
You watch
Yeah.
Happy Days?
No.
Did you grow in? Did you grow up in Soviet Russia? Like,
No,
where are
I
you
grew up with
from?
fucking video games. I
Oh
had
my!
video games at my disposal. I did not sit around and
God.
watch a ton of TV.
You watch the Fonz?
No.
What?
Nope. I'm
Oh
telling you.
my
Yeah, it's
goodness!
so we had the
Uncle Jesse is the modern '90s version of the Fonz. Like
I'm kind of picking that up a little bit. Yeah, I know
a little
who.
bit. That's the whole. That's his whole character.
And then I guess the
He just
tie-in
stands
of
around. He just stands around jukeboxes and goes, "Hey,"
yeah,
you
we
know.
watched the episode where, and it was the guy from Happy Days was in it, where Uncle Jesse is riding his motorcycle on the ledge of a building.
Oh God.
Yeah. That's just
Is Aunt Becky in
terrifying.
it
But
yet?
oh yeah.
Okay.
She talks him into not doing it. So
Hmm.
and then she slaps him and the crowd
Yep.
laughs. So Boba, I heard it starts slow and then it's
It
really
does.
picking up.
It does. And to answer your question, I am season 5, episode 12 into Clone Wars. There are 7 seasons. So
Ah.
yeah, that reveal that you're talking about. Um, have you ever watched one of those react videos where like people react to like not the Last Jedi or the Rise of Skywalker? Like they react to some bunch of nerds reacting to videos, and they're just losing their
I mean, I've
mind.
seen react videos, yeah.
Yeah, where they're just going nuts. That was me
but
during this part.
but normally
Um,
the react videos is like, hey, show this lady that has no idea what the internet is, 2 girls, 1 cup.
no, 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 no. No, I'm talking about the people that are like at the. There's a good video that I'll have to send you of like at a Star Wars convention when the first Rise of Skywalker trailer came out,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like Rey like backflipping over Kylo Ren's speeder, and like people are like crying, like they're completely losing it, and then like Darth Sidious comes out, like his voice is at the end of that trailer, and then they just flatline all of them, and then that actor, I can't remember his name, he like walks out on the stage, and then there's just boop, they're all dead.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, during this reveal that happens in the 6th episode of Book of Boba Fett, I turned into those people. I was like, no, 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 no. You're not doing this. You're not doing this. You're not doing this because Dave Filoni was the director of this episode, and Dave Filoni is the person who created the Clone Wars. So he is the new George Lucas between him and John Favreau.
Mm-hmm.
So he he and George Lucas created Ahsoka.
God,
He
think about
created all these
where
characters.
that guy is.
Oh, dude,
Dave
just
Filoni.
give him all the money, all of it. Give him all the time, and just let him do whatever he wants to do,
Yeah,
and everything will be just fine.
yeah.
Don't hire J.J. Abrams, that other douche. Just give it. Jon Favreau's great.
Who's the
Let
guy
Dave
that did
Filoni
episode
do what he
8?
wants to do.
What's his
Wasn't that
name?
Abrams?
No, because he did 7 and
Oh,
punched up
I cannot.
9.
I can't remember.
He did. Didn't he do like a Jurassic? No, 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 no.
Let me see here because
Yeah,
it's on the tip of my tongue here. Last Jedi director Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he's doing some more Star Wars stuff. I could be wrong.
That sucks because that movie's a bad movie.
Isn't it like Taika Waititi doing a Star Wars? And
He's gonna do a show, I think.
And then isn't the Game of Thrones people, aren't they involved with something too?
That would be one of those things that fell through.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
I know everyone's
don't
talking to
quote me on
everyone,
that.
so
Everybody's making a Star Wars thing at some point.
right.
It's like
There's another Star Wars show that starts like next month.
yeah, and I mean there are some good Ryan Johnson movies. I mean, The Brothers Bloom, Looper.
Oh, Looper was
Looper's
good. Yeah,
Knives Out. I mean, he's made some good stuff. But yeah, I mean, Dave Filoni directed this episode of Book of Boba Fett, and I just am sitting there like, in my opinion, this character that is being revealed is I can't think of a better villain in the whole universe, Star Wars universe, than this person.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hmm.
It is pretty legit, and like they nailed it. Like I'm sitting there, and I'm like, and like once I figured out like, oh, it's here, it's this person. I'm like, okay, nail the voice. You got to nail the voice, and then he speaks, and I'm like, yes, I did it.
Wow.
I got the voice right. And I don't know if it's the same voice actor, but man, it is something else, and I hope he's in more of it because he's such a good character. And a lot happens in that episode that is just something else, man. You gotta watch Book of Boba Fett. You have to.
Yeah, but all that's gonna be lost on me.
Not all of it. That one reveal is gonna be lost on you. The rest of that episode is not.
Just fun and
there's more that happens.
okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say much more than that. But a lot more stuff happens.
Yeah, okay.
That is not directly related to Boba, let's just say.
Oh.
So they're doing the Marvel thing. They have a universe now. They are introducing characters. They're going to make an Ahsoka show. They're going to make
Kenobi is coming out.
Obi's coming out. They've got that Bad Batch show. Like they're bringing characters in that were kind of around in that time frame during which it's set. And doing that thing. So I'm liking this season better than I did The Mandalorian. But
nice. Okay.
There are some really good episodes of The Mandalorian, but I think there's some pretty bad episodes of The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Some definite throwaways.
Yeah. And yeah, it does start a little slow, but it's a different vibe, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm liking it. You need to watch it.
We'll get around to it. All right. Anything else?
Nope. I talked long enough.
Okay. We can keep talking about TV. Well, reading. I caught up completely on Saga. Episode 50 or issue, sorry, 55 released a few weeks ago. Read it. It was like 45 pages, or a typical comic is like 22, 24 pages. It was freaking awesome. I'm looking forward to reading that every month. So really excited to have that back. It was cool to see where those characters are. And they time hopped. They went like 3 years into the future. there's a major event that happens in issue 53 that like you're like it's such a big moment where you're like there's no way that's real, they're gonna like walk that back or something, and they don't. And it was really crazy that they committed to that. So yeah, that's it. Saga is fantastic, and the new issue that came out in January was great. So I'll always be looking forward to that. Talked about Full House. Hey, I went and seen Jackass Forever.
Why?
Dude, believe it or not, that was a great movie. But you have to be in that mindset. You have to want something like that. Jackass was a huge part of my middle and high school days.
I mean, it was the TikTok YouTube before there was TikTok.
Sure, yeah. Right. I mean, like my friends would buy all the CKY DVDs. They had the skate magazines we would read. We watched Viva La Bam. We watched the Jackass show. We were just really, really committed to that. And I don't even think I finished Jackass 3. That was the 3D one where it was like real big in that era.
Okay.
And that came out like a decade ago. If I seen it, I don't remember a damn thing about it. But I went with a friend from high school, and I felt like a high school kid in there, man. Like I laughed the entire time. It was so stupid. If you like turn your brain off, watch it, enjoy just people like getting hurt. Like I was able to do that. I was in the right mood for it. I mean, I laughed hardcore, thought it was great, gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. A lot of people are actually really liking it, but if you really think about it as an actual movie, it's kind of bullshit. And I say that because it's a lot of the same stunts that they've done. It's just now they have a budget, so they can like go a little bit crazier. And it seems like they're setting up, it's called Forever. They have this movie has like 5 or 6 new people in it that I've never heard of. And they're kind of like passing the baton. They're going to continue Jackass with this new crowd of people, which is crazy. So, yeah, there's a lot of craziness that happened. I know that's probably not in your wheelhouse, but I really dug it. I
don't have a huge affinity for the Johnny Knoxvilles and the Steve-O's. I mean, I definitely watched it, because I mean everybody did,
right?
At that age, and I was into skating and all that stuff, but I don't have any want to like go watch it now.
Yeah, think about if Jackass didn't exist, but it just started like today, what would that look like? Would it just be a bunch of TikToks?
It'd be a YouTube video. It'd be
probably.
Yeah, Logan Paul is going to be a pro skater. That's what it would be.
Sure, right.
Or he's gonna release a whatever his version of Jackass is. That's what it would be.
Kind of wild to think about.
Yeah. Because I mean, they were intentional. Like they literally are that. They are the Paul brothers. They were insufferable assholes. Like that Viva La Bam show is literally just Bam Margera just
being a dick,
absolute dick to his parents.
Yep.
Like over and over again. Like, and that is yeah.
He's in it for like maybe 10 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, because it was a whole thing where he was abusing Adderall or whatever, and so they didn't want him on the set. And they told him, they said, look, if you want to be on the set, you cannot be on that. And he just refused to not be on it. So just said, okay, well then you're not going to be on the show.
Dang.
Yep. Good movie. You know what? If you're at all interested, you're probably the right audience for that. If that's never If it's never been your thing before, this is not going to change your mind. My wife and I have been watching Peacemaker.
See, you're into this John Cena land, and I did not like his character at all in Suicide Squad. I
I
thought it was
didn't.
a bad character.
I did too. I didn't like his
Um,
character either. I really didn't care for that movie.
yeah, it's not great.
I didn't. They didn't get to focus on anyone. I didn't like. I had no attachment to any of those people besides probably Harley Quinn, and I like uh the shark. I can't King Shark or whatever his
King
name is.
Shark. Yeah.
I like him because of the cartoon. That's really all I knew him from was from the Harley Quinn show.
Right.
Um, and they didn't get what's his name?
Ron Funches.
Yeah, or Funches. Yeah, they didn't get him to do it, which sucked. But anyway, the show is fun. You know, it's that it's that style of comedy. Um, it's fine. It's something to watch. It's not fantastic. I'm not telling you should go watch it. But my wife and I we're enjoying it. So, it's been pretty interesting and funny and visceral and yeah. It's why am I blanking? It's a James Gunn style R-rated comedy. So if you like his stuff, you would probably like it. As far as video games, nothing too crazy here. I finished Yakuza 6. I finished Nobody Saves the World. I think I clocked about 24 hours into that game.
Wow.
I was really, really into that one. Any chance I got, I was playing it. I've had some fun story or some fun issues with Game Pass. So I started playing Stardew Valley, and then I wanted to stream Stardew Valley, and your save doesn't carry. So now I have moved it to where I'm just streaming the game. That way I can play it on my phone because I've got the Backbone controller. And then if I'm sitting at my computer, I'm still streaming it. Like, that's where my save is. My save is in the Game Cloud version of it. So got about a couple days into it before I realized that, so I had to restart that. Downloaded Hitman and sat down and started it, and it crashed my computer. So I turned my computer back on, ran it again, crashed again. Turned my computer back on, start looking at the reviews. People are like, oh, you need to be signed up for the Xbox Insider program. Then you need to run an update. Then you need to subscribe to their Xbox Game Preview Insider update, like another type of insider service. So I do that, and then they're like, okay, now you get these additional options, and you need to turn off this like download, like a maximum download something. They're like, uncheck that box and then reinstall it. I've done all that. I've reinstalled it, but I haven't touched it. I want to play that game, but Game Pass is just not being really friendly with me. And then started Elder Scrolls Online. I bought the Steam version of that because I tried playing the Game Pass version of it, and it doesn't work. I cannot log in. I cannot access my character I created. Yeah. Level 3 character. I only played it for like an hour or two anyway. And so I was just like, oh, well, I'll play the Game Pass version. Nope, doesn't work. The cloud version of Elder Scrolls Online is not a thing. I cannot log into it. I created a new character, cannot log into that one. It just doesn't work. So it's like, kind of like how you did with Halo. You're just like, nope, I want the Steam version. I just want this to work. I don't want to fuck with this free shit. Yeah, that's been kind of infuriating. So I started playing some Elder Scrolls Online. Heard some good stuff about it. They had a release last year, Breakwater or something. And I guess they've got a big content patch they're going to be coming out with in June. So I was like, you know what? I want to check this game out. I'm in the starter zone. I'm playing a War Maiden or something like that. think I got about to level 9 and was like, okay, I think I understand what this game wants from me. It's a checklist game. And I'm just like, okay, this is fine. Then I order Pokemon Arceus, which is pretty different from other Pokemon games. It is a checklist game. And so I'm like, I can't do 2 checklist games. So Elder Scrolls is going away. Here comes Pokemon Arceus. New.
Have you caught them all?
No. There are, I don't know how many Pokemon are in it, and I'm not going to be able to speak too intelligently on this. I've got maybe 5 hours into this game.
So I've read a little bit about this.
Okay, talk to me.
And I'm confused.
Sure.
There's no gyms?
No.
Okay.
I have maybe fought 3 trainer battles. There's no
5 hours?
Yeah, there's no trainer battles. It's like your friend. It's like a Gary, or no, not Gary. Is his name Gary?
Who?
Your friend in like Red.
I always named my friend my brother.
Fuck. So it wasn't Ash. Ash and Gary. Does that sound right?
I have no idea. I always named me, and my friend was my brother.
No.
Because the story was always the same. He grew up friends, and then he left, and then he became a douche, and then you battled him at the very end. That's
Right.
how all those games end up.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I did.
Yeah, so there are characters that you do the occasional fight with. But again, it's maybe happened 3 or 4 times in this game. So it is an open world ish. You do have these zones that you can go to that are pretty open, and you run around and you throw Pokeballs at Pokemon. And you get like task lists, so it might be like, hey, I want a Drifloon. Can you bring me a Drifloon for whatever? I don't know what I want to do with this Drifloon. I just need one. So it's like, okay, I will catch you a Drifloon. But then it seems like every Pokemon you catch, because you're building the Pokedex. You are building.
Which starter did you pick?
Did
Professor Oak make you pick one?
His name's not Oak. He's called something else. I'm already blanking.
Maple.
Fuck. Oh my gosh, Rich.
It's a tree. Yes. Bonsai. I don't know.
Hold on. Laventon. Laventon is his name.
What the fuck? That's not.
Is that a tree? Is Laventon a tree?
Come on, Pokemon.
Is it supposed to be Laventon like the tree? Legends Arceus top Reddit comment.
Glad to know we're not the only motherfuckers and just insulted by this. Pure lack of nostalgia.
My gosh, where was I going with this? Oshawott is who I started with.
You picked the owl. Okay.
No. The owl is Owlet. What's an Oshawott?
What's Oshawott? I'm looking at him. I've got him right here.
Yeah, there you are.
That looks like an owl, buddy.
That's not an owl.
What is that?
That's a fucking. It's like the water type thing. I don't know what that. It looks like a little. What? Dude, pull that picture back over.
Hold on, I am gonna pull up a picture of Oshawott.
Oshawott is a sea otter.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, thanks, IGN. You labeled them in the wrong order.
I was like, I see an owl, but that's not what I chose.
You picked the little bear.
Yeah.
Or the little otter guy.
I'm a Squirtle man. I like water type Pokemon.
Okay, so you picked this guy right here.
There you go. Yeah, look at that fucker.
That's not the one. Why has he got a shell on his coat?
Because he's a water type.
That's weird.
My daughter, she pulled out. She plays Pokemon Go sometimes, so she pulled out and she goes, "Dad, look what your Oshawott's going to be when it like evolves all the way." And it looks like
look at that shit, man.
It looks like a fucking nightmare, really. Samurott. Could you imagine?
Samurott, yeah, yep.
Anyway, so this game, Rich, you walk out and there's fucking Bidoofs. You know what a Bidoof is?
Nope.
Okay, it's a type of Pokemon. Think of like a Rattata. It's like Gen
Okay.
3's version of a Rattata. It's a yeah, you're googling, so a Bidoof, right?
Yep.
The
I'm trying to find like
Pokedex,
Pokedex.com so I can look at all
yeah.
these Pokemon you're going to talk to me about.
So you walk out and you see Bidoofs, you see Starlies, which is the Pidgey of this generation, and then you see these Pokemon called Shinx. And I'm pretty sure everyone that plays this game sees these same starters, right? When you catch a Bidoof, you
How do you spell Bidoof?
Bidoof, I think.
Okay, I got it. Oh, doof. Okay, here we go.
Bidoof.
Oh, look at this thing. Look at that thing.
Yeah. So those little things are just kind of running around. That's again, that's like the Rattata. Okay, anyway. Okay. So in like your central hub town that you're working out of, you're getting missions from people. Hey, I need X, I need Y, or whatever. But then you also have like
X and Y, Pokemon X and Y.
It's not Pokemon X and Y. I don't know where Pokemon X Y sets at. I don't know what generation that is.
I'm just being an asshole.
I know. I'm trying to get past this, but so here's the thing. You're getting all these missions, but then you have these special tasks where it's like, okay, you have to collect 25 fucking Bidoofs.
That's insane. Who has that many Pokeballs?
Dude, you're a crafting Pokemon. You've got a whole crafting system.
Are you like Pokemon genocide? Like, are you? What is happening?
It's a weird Pokemon.
Bidoofs? What are they gonna do with them Bidoofs?
Every Pokemon you have, that's like an objective. Like collect X amount of them, or hide in grass and collect X. Like catch 6 of them. Evolve 3 Bidoofs. Fucking play with a Bidoof. Like it's every one of those Pokemon have like these breakdown tasks. And there's fucking hundreds of Pokemon, Rich. And it's just like that's intense. That's now you can largely ignore it. Like you do have to collect some of them because you have to you're not getting gym badges, right?
Yeah.
You're getting stars, and there's like 10 stars that you have to collect. So like the first star, it's like, okay, Pokemon at level 20 will respect you or whatever. And then the second star is like, okay, now you can craft like some more things, and Pokemon at level 30 will like listen to you. And it just will exponentially like, keep going down that path. I'm in like a second zone. But I will say I'm kind of digging it. It's a checklist game, and it is just you're kind of grinding away, evolving Pokemon, watching them level up, interacting with them. And I like it. What's really crazy is you can send like a Scyther out to fight. And then like as you're selecting like what you want to do, your character is just running around. Like you can set Scyther to fight, and then you can just fucking take off.
What?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to play this.
It's strange, man. It's a whole different take.
I'm gonna have to get over this evolution of B-Barrel though. What the fuck is that? What is that thing?
He's in my party. That's number 400.
69 pounds. A 69-pound beaver.
That's a big fucking beaver.
That's a big beaver.
That's almost as impressive as that fucking fish you caught.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, so there's this surprise me button in this Pokedex. I'm gonna hit it a couple times.
Okay.
Oh no, that is not.
Hold on, you're hitting it. Is that my mouse? Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I am hitting it. Oh, I remember those things. Okay,
I haven't seen any of those yet.
This is bad for the non-video portion of this.
Is it Gen 3? I think it's Gen 3 that we're going through right now.
Is that all that's in this?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Here, let me just Google one more thing. How many Pokemon?
Anything about Pokemon in apparently.
I know if it's not Johto or Kanto, I don't know shit about it. There are 242 Pokemon in this game. There's actually 7 brand new Pokemon. That's kind of cool. But again, there's a lot of them that are brand new to me. I don't really know of them. Hey, you know what? It's getting me to play the Switch, which is something I haven't done in a long ass time.
Yeah, we're gonna stream some of this.
You know what? I might. Yeah, maybe we'll do that on Sunday. Oh no, I'm not playing this Sunday, Super Bowl. But I'm actually going to a Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
Should be fun. But hey, you know what? Well, again, this is another one of those. If you like Pokemon games, you're probably gonna really dig it. I like the direction. I think they should keep going with this. If they want to
look bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It looks real bad.
Like to the point you don't want to play it.
No.
No. Okay.
No. Rich, I fucking streamed Vampire Survivors on Sunday.
Yeah, you and I are different here.
A graphics whore, I am not.
Yeah.
I played a top-down Castlevania for several hours and loved the fucking every little bit of it. So it looks really bad though. And you know what? I've got a good little transition here. It looked bad like a lot of fucking games I saw today. So the Nintendo Direct happened. You know anything about this?
I saw it was happening. I did not catch up, so I'm going to read ahead.
Okay. Well, what I linked to is probably not good.
Looks like this entire article is people complaining about all the things that were not.
Yeah, I don't want to look at this, so let me do just a little digging. Nintendo Direct 2, that was the first one. A list of all games announced. Okay, here we go. Escapist Magazine, thank you. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
They are making Nintendo Switch Sports. Why have they not done this already?
They ran out of the money printer, so they're back to the money printer.
Yeah, so here we go. Soccer, volleyball, bowling, tennis, badminton, and chambara. They are going to be adding a 7th golf. They're going to be adding golf this fall. They cannot launch with golf. That's too much that's too much sports.
Too much work. Yep.
So golf is coming out in the fall. This will be an instant buy for me. It'll 100%. It comes out April 29th. 100% will be a buy. I will have this the day it comes out. My wife and I loved Wii Sports. And I know some bowling and some tennis my kids will go nuts over. So, even though my Joy-Cons drift all the fucking way. Like my bowling balls will all have spin on them, but you know.
Yes, I'm looking through this list. I don't see anything I'm interested in.
Yeah, okay. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is getting 48 fucking tracks added to it. There's 8 being added soon, and it's going to cost $25.
Oh my gosh.
So if they keep on that, they're adding $150 worth of tracks to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, you can buy them, or you can subscribe to their...
Mario Kart Battle Pass?
No, it's they're actually adding it to the Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Edition, which gives you Sega Genesis games, gives you Nintendo 64 games that they add like one a month to. It's the Animal Crossing DLC. So you get that stuff. You'll also get some Mario Kart tracks. Now, I will say, as a fan that likes to go back and play Nintendo and Super Nintendo games from time to time, I can't think of a single Nintendo 64 game I want to play. So, and it's 48 tracks that are remastered. Nothing new. They're just gonna pull all their old shit.
Oh my. Okay.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That was announced. That was what they left their presentation with. I know that series has a ton of fans. I'm just not in that. I'm just not in that. Mario Strikers Battle League was announced, coming June 10th. The show, MLB The Show, is going to be coming there. April 5th. Chrono Cross is getting remade, which is a PS1 game, Square Enix. I don't have much experience with Chrono Cross, but that's coming. A Portal collection from Valve is going to be hitting the Switch. Splatoon 3, I think that was announced already, but they just had some.
Knew about that.
We had some new updates to that, as well as Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which will be a day one buy in my house as well. There's going to be a Disney kart racer called Disney Speed Storm. Disney and Pixar. Looks like that's coming out this summer. No Man's Sky is getting ported over there. They've got Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings coming to the NES collection. Metroid Dread's getting an update. It's getting a brutal death mode where if you take one hit, you die.
Why? I don't want to do that.
I have no idea. I do not want. I just
People
don't
that are
care.
gonna play that mode don't need that mode, right?
Probably. Maybe they just want the challenge, but I don't. I don't even want to play Metroid Dread really, but
yeah.
Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Terrible names coming. Rich, The Force Unleashed.
Oh, now I'm interested.
Really?
Oh, that's a great game.
It's a great game that you've played already.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like a 12-year-old game, 10-year-old game.
It looked really bad. It looked really bad.
It's because it's really old. That game came out in.
They're not doing anything to it. They're just like, here's the ROM hack of it. Then they showed the Ezio collection, the Assassin's Creed one, and I'm telling you, like, you've seen 24 frames.
The Force Unleashed came out in 2008.
Why? Why?
It came out for the PlayStation 3.
But who asked for that? Who's wanting that?
And it came out so early. It came out on the PS2.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ezio collection looked really bad. Cuphead looks great as always.
I can't imagine what No Man's Sky is going to look on there because that.
You know what? I'm actually wondering if they're going to stream that.
Yeah.
Which they did say that for some of their games. I think the Ezio collection was the one where it was like, hey, you're going to be streaming this. Or one of them. Shit, I can't remember. Taiko no Tatsuchin Rhythm Festival. I never really played those games. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Live Alive. Live Alive. It was a Japanese only game that's coming. Triangle Strategy has a demo up. I'll actually probably try that. Did you like the tactics games? Did you ever play those?
No.
Okay. It looks like a tactics style game. That comes out in March 4th. Ooh. Front Mission 1 and 2 remake. Colonia. Nothing else on here. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, Kingdom Hearts for Cloud. That's what they were saying. The Kingdom Hearts games are going to be playing. So like you'll have to be on.
This new Mario soccer game.
Yep. Yeah, I brought that up earlier. It's Strikers Battle League. So yeah, it's a soccer game. It looks fun. But so my kids watched the majority of this, and the thing that they were most excited about was the Switch Sports game. So I'm sure we will.
Is an OLED in your future?
So my wife told me to pull the trigger if I ever see one.
Yep.
I think if I will say, I think if I could get GameStop to still take it for $200, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
So, but I think they're still kind of like hard to find. Maybe.
I've seen a couple actually. I've seen a couple in the wild. Yeah.
When I went to a Meijer close to me, and man,
Yeah.
they didn't have anything. They didn't even have Arceus, and it was Friday, like the day it came out, and I was like, oh, I'll just go pick this up. Nope.
Mm.
I ordered it on Amazon. Yeah, so that was a Nintendo Direct again. Outside of that Switch game and Triangle Strategy, or the not Switch game, the Switch Sports and Triangle Strategy. That's about all I was excited about.
Is Arceus voice acted?
No.
No? Really?
No.
It's a bummer.
You think of them graphics they're gonna pay to have that voice acted?
I don't know, man. Like at this point, it should look like the anime. That's what I want.
Man, if they have the budget for that, great. Well, I'm sure they've got
Pokemon.
I know, but they could shit out like a PS2 looking game and
seen the amounts of money people are spending on Pokemon cards.
What's
it
really
probably cost them 10 cents to print.
What's really crazy, Rich, is to watch like that Nintendo Direct and to see to see Kirby like next to all the other games. Like Kirby looked good. It looked like a Nintendo made game. And then to see all the other stuff coming, it's just like, God, the Switch is old as fuck. That's one reason that's like, I don't know if I really want to buy a OLED because
wait for the Switch 2.
Yeah, at this point, like it's fine. I keep it docked. So
yeah.
Oh man, yeah, we jumped straight into news. Hey, Sony's buying Bungie for 3.6. I put million, which it's a little bit more than that.
Billion.
How about $3.6 billion?
Yeah.
Not shocked.
No.
I think that they are trying to gussy up their Game Pass equivalent. I think I've seen some people reporting that they would like to have a handful of live service games on that platform for when they launch it. And it seems like Destiny's probably a pretty good one to stick on there. A lot of people seem to like it. I'm sure they've got a Destiny 3 on the horizon at some point, and that would look pretty good on a Game Pass style PlayStation service. So
yeah. I mean, that Destiny's been on Game Pass. It's been on
and
Stadia,
off too.
It's been on. It's kind of like Ubisoft, like all the Ubisoft, like every like Odyssey, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey is always a free to play game on every new thing that comes out, like Stadia, Game Pass, like Destiny has always kind of been around as like a free to play thing. Yeah, I'm not really shocked by this. I think the only shocking part of this for me was that Bungie decided to do it bought again, essentially. Because
what a rocky relationship they've had.
Went well every time they've done this, and so I can only assume that they were running out of money, and like it basically come to the conclusion we need more money to do what we want to do.
Right.
And Sony was probably desperate, maybe a little bit. Maybe desperate's the wrong word, but like looking to acquire somebody. And so it's probably a pretty mutual conversation, you know, like, hey, we need some money. Hey, we need some studio and IP.
Right.
Let's do this, you know,
and this isn't a reaction because there's no way that they planned this out in 10 days, right?
Oh no, like
they've been talking for a while.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, in that industry, I'm sure everybody's talking to everybody all the time,
right?
You know, and I will predict now that this is not going to end well because, you know, Bungie got bought by Microsoft. That ended really badly.
Yeah.
They went independent and then got bought by Activision, and that ended badly again.
Yeah.
And now they've gone and done it again, and I don't think it's going to end very well because they've already come out and been like, oh, you know, we're gonna let Bungie do what they want. We're not gonna get in the way. We're just gonna make whatever they want. We want them to make Destiny, and you know, everything's gonna come out on all the platforms. And it's like, yeah, then this is Sony saying that. And it's like, well, yeah, that's what you guys are saying now. Like, what's the person that's running the company 5 years from now going to be saying, or the
Right.
management people that are in charge of Bungie that aren't the people that are there now? You know, what happens when the management shifts? Because all that stuff is going to be totally fluid.
Yep.
You know, and what happens then when, you know, whoever, you know, when Reggie Fils-Aimé is running Sony and he comes and he's like, Bungie, I want you to make something else other than Destiny. You
Right.
know, I don't want you to make this anymore, and here's what I want you to make, and here's the money.
We need some help on this Last of Us 3 like
Yeah.
multiplayer mode. Can you?
Yeah, can you be a feeder studio for
Yep.
Uncharted and Ratchet and Clank? And they're just be like, no, we're
Yep.
gonna go do our own thing again. You know, and that's my prediction there. I think it's just you know, we'll see what happens, but Bungie doesn't have a great track record of making this work out, you know.
Right.
And I'm sure they probably talked to Microsoft. They probably talked to.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure, you know.
Well, they've had partnerships with Microsoft being on and off Game Pass, so
right. And I'm sure anybody interested in buying anybody has probably talked to Bungie about this. And they probably both made each other offers they couldn't refuse. Is probably what happened there.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not super shocked, just more shocked at the circumstances. Just kind of knowing Bungie pretty well, being a very big Halo fan.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, good. I guess good for Sony. I mean, they've at this point, like, I don't like their whole Game Pass thing. Like, I don't know. What is it's too late.
I don't know.
Like, it's just too late now. Like, I guess it's never too late, but they would. I just don't know what it would be at this point. It's going to be the same thing.
I mean, maybe it's like most of the same games that are on Game Pass, but then they'll have their Sony stuff on there. And that'll appeal to people that just play on the PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well,
if they do day and date stuff, I would be interested in playing like a handful against what they do.
Given their recent like comments about things like that, I just don't see them doing that.
I don't either.
And like Phil Spencer has driven the truck over the cliff. Like, we're gonna do day and date.
This is what we're doing.
We're gonna do day and date on Game Pass. Like this, we are fully committed to this. You know, and I think in the beginning when they announced that, everybody's like, "Nah, this isn't gonna last very long." And
no, they're doing it.
It's happening. I mean,
and
Halo
it's paying off,
and it's free.
Yeah,
well, not free. It's on Game Pass day one. Yep. It's on PC. It's on Steam.
Bethesda's big fucking next RPG, their new IP, day and date, will be on Game Pass.
Yeah. And I wish Sony would do the PC thing, but they're not going to.
No.
Nope. At some point, I feel like they're going to have to, but they're not going to want to. Yeah.
I think it would take them a lot of work to do that. And so they would need to, like, identify if it's going to be worth it or not.
I think that's already been proven to be true. Like, if you look at Halo, and like for weeks that game was at the top of the selling list and top of the most played list, and like that's proof right there. Like, oh shit, this is a whole market that we're totally losing out on.
True.
You know, and or at least losing out for a few years. You know,
right?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm sure there's more of this to come.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple quick ones here. Stadia is being rebranded and reprioritized within Google. I feel like we're going to read the same article in a couple months about Luna. But I guess we'll see. So Stadia is not going away. It sounds like they are losing interest in the gaming parts of it and want the tech for other things.
Yeah, they closed down. They had those internal studios that they built that like Jade Raymond was heading up, and then she left, and then they closed down all those studios.
Yep.
None of those games are ever going to be made. Yeah, that is a cool piece of tech that they just did not that they need to give more time and more money and more
Right.
marketing and more evolution, and probably release like a version 2 of that thing. But just not
it's also a very Google thing to do. Just put a lot of time, money, effort into this thing, and then just kill it.
Remember Google Wave?
Yeah, Google Wave was the very first thing I was thinking of. Like, holy shit, I can see when this person's typing. How crazy is that?
Google, the most egregious one of those for me is Google Earth. Google Earth Pro that you download on your computer. That is a industry standard piece of software for the civil engineering world, which is I am in. It's part of my job. A .kmz file is a Google Earth file. Every single like road project or like bridge project that I do, I get a KMZ of.
Interesting.
Like you can go in and like map out stuff and measure stuff, and it's got all that long. You can convert those files into like shape files, bring them into CAD, and everything shows up geolocated where it's supposed to be. Like it is this like absurdly useful tool.
Yeah.
That has not been developed on in 15 years. Like if they would take just like take a fraction of the percent of their like company and power and just put into that product, they could make it 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
But they won't. And it is mind-boggling to me.
Interesting story about Google Earth. I in college, so back 2007, I'll say, was in college, and I had a little bit of a break, and so I went to my computer science lab and was just going to do some homework. I had like 30-40 minutes in between classes, so it's like, okay, I lived like 40 minutes away. It didn't make sense, so I was just gonna like chill out. Well, I walk in and they're doing class, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I start to shut the door, and he's just like, no, come on in. There's free computers if you need to borrow a computer. And I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, just don't mind us. I was like, okay, sorry, I'll be quiet. And the class was about how Google Earth is going to like revolutionize how businesses work.
It does.
And I remember sitting in there, and I was just like thinking about it like from a college kid that's never worked a corporate job, like seeing how they're teaching this. It's just like fuck, that's really cool. Like like if Google would actually spend the time into it, I mean, it's changed things now, but
yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, I cannot stress this enough. That piece of software is an industry standard. It is as required as AutoCAD.
Sure.
And same with Street View. Street View has completely changed the way road projects and engineering is done for power companies, any utility company, any road engineering thing. I was on a phone call this morning with the Indiana Department of Transportation about a bridge, and I'm on a Teams call, and they're literally in Street View, like panning around, like, okay, here's where this is, here's where that is, like, we're gonna do this, and they've got like the actual plan set pulled up beside it, like, here you go, like it's this totally normal tool that nobody thinks is weird, you know.
Right.
It's totally a standard thing to do that stuff, and you'll get. Let's take screenshots with it. Oh, where's this thing at? Oh, well, here, I'll go into Street View and screenshot it. Here's where it is, you know, and send it out. It's actually a really good way to find things when it snows. So if you've ever seen like a manhole cover, like that the Ninja Turtles pop out of, those have fiber optics and telephone cables in them, and they're also used for sewer, obviously.
Sure.
But I need to find those sometimes, and if I'm going out to find one physically in the field, and a lot of those are on like corners, there'll be like 6 foot of snow where a snowplow is piled it up there, or it's covered in snow, and I don't know where it is. I'm never gonna find it. And so I'll pull up Street View on my phone while I'm standing out there and pan around, and oh, there it is. It's right here, and I'll kind of orient myself, be like, oh, it's right there, ting, 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 and dig it out and pop it open. I mean,
that's interesting.
It's something else, man. You'd be surprised.
It doesn't surprise me that they're killing it. At least the game aspect of it.
I will always have this first edition Stadia.
Look at
blue
that
controller. Look at that thing.
Do you like that controller?
This controller is fine.
Can you use it for anything?
I don't know. I've never tried to use it for like Steam.
It's
pretty good, man.
What do you use now?
I have a Xbox Series X controller that's hooked up via USB-C.
Oh, okay.
Because whenever I try to use Wi-Fi, like the Bluetooth, it never works and always desyncs from my computer.
Interesting. I never have problems with mine. Well, I say I'm lying. I have the occasional problem with it, but
this Stadia controller is pretty nice though. I mean, it feels nice. It's got a good like heft to it. The triggers are good. I mean, it's like a weird cross between like a Xbox and a PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty nice. But that, and when I played Cyberpunk on it, it totally worked fine.
Mm-hmm.
That was the game I probably played the most.
You probably had the best experience of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, because it was the only thing it worked on, which was such a weird thing when that happened. But I think the problem with Stadia was its whole pitch, its whole core thing of, oh, you're gonna subscribe to it, but then you gotta buy all the games.
Right.
Like if it was a Game Pass thing, like here, just give us $15 a month and you get access to all these games, or something similar to that, then that would probably have maybe prolonged it a little bit.
Which I think is what Luna is doing.
Yeah.
They just give you a bank of games, but it's like it hasn't really changed. And look at this. It still shows it's in early access.
Yeah. Have you tried the new Nvidia streaming?
No, I haven't.
What do they call that? GeoForce Now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they upgraded that to like 3080, and you had sent me a video, and I did not watch it.
Yeah.
But I've heard good things about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I have too. They have a free tier that you can play for an hour a day or something like that. And it's capped at 1080, but yeah, this looks like the same crop of games that Luna started with. I have no idea what they're...
Can you play your Steam library with GeoForce Now, or you got to buy the games?
No, that's what it is. Okay. You're getting access to a bunch of that stuff, but it's like Ubisoft is like, no, fuck you. You can't stream our shit. So it's like there's like what's not R&D, but it's like a why am I blanking on the term? It's like a, oh my gosh, what do they put in games for like hackers to not like fuck with it?
Anti-cheat. Yeah.
Well, it's like it's not that, but it's like that. It's some sort
DRM.
of like, thank you. Yes, DRM.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not going to allow you to do this through this. So no, you're not doing that.
Yeah. So yeah, it does connect to like your Steam library, and they've got a whole list of every single game it supports, and there's a lot of games.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Maybe I'll try that out.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Last news article I have here is Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, slipping to 2023. I don't really care. I wanted to put that on there because I'm interested in the game, but I'm also like, it's okay. Just take your time. Make it good.
Yeah.
I liked those Batman games, so I played a few of them. So I'm hoping this one is fun. I've got the release schedule here for the next couple weeks. I can run through this real quick. Before we wrap up here, Lost Ark is the big MMO that's launching this Friday. People are like, I think losing interest in New World. So Lost Ark's going to be the big one. Call of Duty Warzone Season 2 is coming out the 14th. Unbound Worlds Apart. I'm not sure what that is. That's Xbox exclusive, looks like. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. Rich, how many Dynasty Warrior games do you have in your belt?
Whichever one was on the PlayStation 2 demo at the KB Toys.
That's probably 2.
That one. Played
I think
that one a lot.
I think the first one came out before then, but Dynasty Warriors 2 was like a launch game. And or maybe launch window, I'll say. And when I got my PlayStation 2, it was like one of the first games I bought. And I remember I was blown the fuck away. Because I was like, look at all these bodies. This is crazy. And then I did that for like 20 hours. And it's like, okay, I've button mashed the shit out of this. I'm good. That's coming out for everything, including the Switch. King of Fighters 15 is coming out for everything if you're a fighting fan. Total War Warhammer 3. February 17th. I've got it preloaded already. Coming out for PC and Game Pass. Pretty excited about that. Horizon Forbidden West. We will not be covering that because neither of us have a PlayStation. Destiny 2 The Witch Queen. Coming out for everything, including Stadia. See how long that lasts on there. Coming out the 22nd. Ghosts. Not sure what that is. Coming out for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Seems like it's for the older stuff. Soul Cresta. Sounds like an RPG. Tiny Combat Arena. Not sure what that is. Edge of Eternity Cloud version. That is coming to Game Pass as well. And tomorrow, actually, the 10th. That is an RPG. Martha's Dead, not sure about that. Elden Ring's launching for PC, PS5, Series X, PS4, and the Bone on the 25th. Then Grid Legends? Is that a Grid? Is that a Grid?
Game. Yep.
Really?
Yep. I think it's got like a Fast and Furious vibe.
Codemasters.
Maybe. Yeah, good old Codemasters.
Wow, okay. That doesn't look that great. I will say that. Huh. Grid. February 25th. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster 6 is coming out pretty soon, too. I'll be playing that. And then the Steam Deck is a February release.
I have seen people doing what they do on the internet, and that is taking pictures of the Steam Deck next to other items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want one?
It's big. You know, that would be a total just like luxury purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't need it.
Right.
Like I don't know. I probably wouldn't use it that much, but it'd be cool.
Right.
It'd be a cool thing to have.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I think I'm right there with you. I think I'm like, I don't need that. Like I have a nice computer, I have a Switch. I stream to my phone. It would be a completely waste of money, but I would enjoy it when I use it. Yeah. Seems pretty cool, but yeah, I think the rest of this month I will be playing wrapping up the games that I'm currently playing, playing some more Arceus, and then I'm gonna get balls deep in that Total War, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that. I never really spent the time to figure out 1 and 2, and was about to until they're like, "Yo, this is coming to Game Pass." Like, okay, I'll just wait. So that'll be fun. And then Final Fantasy 6. That'll probably wrap up my February. That is it for us. Got anything else?
Nope. That's a podcast.
Well, thank you all so much for listening. You can find our shows over at bitpunch.tech. And if you want to send us an email, you can send that to emails@bitpunch.tech. You can check us out on Twitch at BitPunch. You can check us out on Twitter at BitPunch. Check out our archived streams on our YouTube at /user/BitPunch. You can check out our newsletter at bitpunch.substack.com. What's going on the rest of the week? Are we gonna try to squeeze in one more final or gosh, Resident Evil
Resident
Village
Evil.
or
Yeah, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll see how things play out. I'd like to wrap that up.
yeah.
Um, put a bow on that, and we'll figure out what we're gonna play after that.
Oh, yeah. What
Yeah,
are we gonna play after that?
I don't know. Let's talk about it.
All right. Yeah,
You gotta play something this time. Axiom Verge 2.
fuck no.
I'll download the map.
No. No, I
It's
don't
gonna-
want to. No. I had enough, man. I'm good.
Some people said it was their favorite game of 2022.
I don't
or 2021.
I have no idea why, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's get through Village and then we'll talk and see what's on the release calendar. I think I will try and stream a little bit of Arceus, and I'll probably stream a little bit of Final Fantasy VI, and then once I feel more comfortable with Warhammer, we'll check that game out together, and I'll show that to you because it's
For sure.
the fighting in that is wild looking. So, but yeah, that is it for us tonight. Thank you all so much for watching, for listening, for streaming, and thank you, Rich.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a couple weeks. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.